The courtroom is silent, the air thick with tension, as Christine Brown rises from her seat. Every eye in the room is fixed on her. The judge clears his throat, but no one notices. Not Kody, not Robyn, not Janelle, not Meri. They all feel it, the moment before a truth too shocking to fully grasp. Christine's voice trembles, just slightly, as she opens her mouth. I have something to confess. You won't believe what happens next. Will the family survive the revelation? Or will this confession shatter everything? Stay with me, because every word in this courtroom is about to change the Brown family forever. The courtroom doors swing open with a hollow creak, the late morning sun spilling in through tall windows. Dust motes float lazily in the beams of light, but no one notices. All eyes are on the center aisle, where Christine Brown walks slowly toward the witness stand. Her heels echo with a steady rhythm that seems almost defiant, though inside her heart is racing. Kody sits at the defense table, shoulders tense, jaw clenched, as if bracing for an impact. He can't yet see Robyn, sitting beside him, clasps her hands in her lap, eyes darting nervously between Christine and the judge. Janelle's face is calm, almost stoic, while Meri bites her lip, her fingers twisting a handkerchief into knots. Christine steps up to the stand, her palms pressed together for warmth. Her usual composure seems fragile here, as if the weight of every secret she's carried has landed squarely on her shoulders. The bailiff nods to the judge, who gestures for the proceedings to begin. State your full name for the record, the judge says. Christine swallows hard. Christine Marie Brown, she whispers. Miss Brown, you understand that you are under oath? The judge continues. Anything you say in this courtroom must be truthful. Do you understand? Yes, Your Honor. Christine replies, her voice steadier now, but there is a subtle tremor beneath the surface. The room is quiet, except for the faint scratching of a pen as the court reporter begins transcribing every syllable. Kody shifts in his chair, eyes narrowing slightly. He doesn't yet know the storm that is about to hit. Christine takes a slow breath. She hesitates, glancing at the faces in the gallery. Robyn's eyes are wide, Meri's knuckles are white on her handkerchief, and Janelle is watching with a calm that could shatter at any second. I have something to confess. Something I should have said years ago. A sharp intake of breath echoes from the courtroom. The air suddenly feels heavier. The judge leans forward, his pen poised. Go on, Ms. Brown. Christine's voice breaks slightly. It wasn't supposed to happen like this. I never meant for anyone to get hurt. She pauses, searching Kody's face. His jaw tightens, his hands gripping the edge of the table. Christine continues, almost in a whisper now, as though saying it louder would make it untrue. But I did something. Something I thought no one would ever find out. The courtroom falls into a stunned silence. Robyn leans forward, her hand reaching out slightly, but not touching Kody. Christine, what do you mean? She asks, her voice shaking, almost fragile. Janelle's eyes are unreadable, but Meri's gasp betrays her shock. Christine grips the edge of the stand. Her knuckles whiten. I lied. I lied about something that happened years ago. Something that I was hoping would never come to light. Her voice is barely audible now, and because of me, our family has been in danger. Kody's eyes widen, a mixture of disbelief and fear crossing his features. Christine? What are you talking about? He asks, his voice low, controlled. But there's a hint of panic. Christine closes her eyes, fighting back tears. It's about the financial accounts, the decisions I made behind the scenes, and the night of the accident. Her words hang in the air, heavy and suffocating. I tried to protect us all, I really did. But I've been keeping a secret. And now it's time you all knew. Robyn grips the edge of her seat, whispering, Kody. What is she saying? Kody doesn't answer immediately. His mind races, replaying memories, conversations, and moments of trust that suddenly seem tainted by doubt. Janelle shifts slightly, her eyes darting between the sisters, reading the tension like a storm about to break. Meri swallows hard, her throat tight, unsure whether to scream or cry. Christine takes another deep breath. I was involved in decisions that compromised the family's trust. I signed documents, I withheld information, and the accident that changed everything. I knew about it beforehand. I tried to stop it, but I failed. I was too afraid, too selfish. Her voice breaks completely, tears streaming down her cheeks. And I couldn't tell anyone. Not Kody, not Robyn, not even Janelle or Meri. I thought I was protecting us, but I was only protecting myself. The courtroom erupts. Gasps, whispered exclamations, and the scratch of pens on paper fill the air. Kody's hands shake slightly as he pushes himself back from the table, his face pale. Christine. You knew? You knew and said nothing? He asks, his voice trembling with anger and betrayal. Christine nods, her eyes brimming with tears. I did, and I'm so sorry. I never wanted to hurt anyone. But the truth had to come out. Robyn's hands fly to her face, muffling a sob. Janelle leans forward, her gaze piercing, unblinking. As though she can see every layer of Christine's soul, Meri sits frozen, every muscle in her body tight, her mind reeling with the implications. Kody's jaw is rigid, his entire body trembling, not just from anger, but from the weight of betrayal and the fear of what comes next. The prosecutor rises from his seat, a sly, calculated smile on his face. Ms. Brown, are you saying that your actions contributed to a direct threat to your family's safety? He asks, voice smooth but accusatory. Christine swallows hard. Yes, I did what I thought was best at the time, but I failed. The judge slams his gavel lightly, restoring order. Ms. Brown, you will have your chance to explain everything in detail. But first, we need to understand what led you to make these decisions. Christine nods, wiping her tears, taking a moment to steady herself. She glances around the courtroom, eyes lingering on Kody. It started with fear, she begins, her voice steady now, filled with raw honesty. Fear that if I told the truth, our family would fall apart. Fear that the mistakes I made would destroy everyone I love. I thought I could handle it alone. But I was wrong. The courtroom holds its breath. Every person present feels the weight of the moment, the invisible tension thick enough to choke on. Christine pauses, looking down at her hands. And now? It's too late to take it back. A hush falls over the room. Kody leans back, staring at the ceiling as though searching for answers in the cracks above. Robyn sits frozen, her mind racing through every interaction, every smile, every secret conversation. Janelle's eyes flick to Christine, then to Kody. Trying to gauge the storm about to hit, Meri whispers a prayer under her breath, silently begging for some form of mercy. The prosecutor smirks slightly, sensing the family's turmoil. Ms. Brown, can you specify the documents and actions you're referring to? Christine swallows, summoning every ounce of courage. Yes. It involves financial mismanagement, misleading statements, and the night the accident occurred. I thought I was protecting the family, but in doing so, I compromised everything. Kody rises suddenly, voice booming. You compromised everything? Christine, how could you? How could you hide this from me, from all of us? His face is red with fury, but there's a trembling undertone that betrays his fear and heartbreak. Christine looks at him, tears streaming, but steady. I didn't want to hurt anyone, Kody. I truly didn't. But the truth has to be told, no matter the cost. The room is on edge. Every eye locked on Christine, every heartbeat amplified by tension. The audience, if they were in that room, would feel the walls closing in. The suspense, nearly tangible. Suddenly, the bailiff announces a recess. People begin to stir, whispers filling the courtroom like a rising tide. Christine is escorted to a seat, but her mind is elsewhere, already preparing for the next onslaught of questions, accusations, and emotional confrontations that are inevitable. The camera, or the narrator's lens, lingers on the family. Kody's face is pale, Robyn's hands are shaking, Janelle's expression is unreadable, and Meri is silently praying. All of them are united in shock, fear, and disbelief, yet each one will respond differently as the trial continues. And as Christine sits, a faint, almost imperceptible smirk crosses the prosecutor's face. He knows the bombshell is only the beginning. What Christine reveals next could destroy the Brown family forever, or finally bring long-awaited justice. But no one in that courtroom is prepared for what comes next. The courtroom reconvenes after the short recess, but the atmosphere has changed. It's heavier now, almost suffocating. Kody sits rigid at the defense table, his fingers drumming nervously on the polished wood. Robyn's eyes are red from the tears she tried and failed to hold back. Janelle leans forward slightly, every muscle in her body tense, as if she's bracing for a storm. Meri is hunched in her seat, whispering under her breath, her hands pressed together tightly. And Christine? Christine sits upright, a strange mixture of fear and determination in her eyes, knowing that every word she speaks now could ignite chaos. The judge calls the courtroom to order, and the prosecutor rises once again, pacing slowly. "Miss Brown," he begins, voice smooth but cutting. "You've made some serious admissions this morning. I'd like to understand exactly what you're referring to, starting with the night of the accident. Tell the court what happened." Christine inhales sharply. The memory hits her like a punch to the stomach. She closes her eyes for a brief moment, remembering the chaos of that night. The sirens, the screaming, the panic, the feeling of helplessness. "It started earlier that day," she begins, voice trembling but steadying. "There was an argument. Kody was upset about financial matters, tensions were high, and I made a choice. A decision I thought would prevent further conflict, but instead, it led to disaster." Her hands shake slightly as she gestures, her fingers curling around the edge of the witness stand. "I knew there were risks, but I didn't think they would be this catastrophic. I tried to cover my tracks, to protect everyone, but in doing so, I hid the truth." Robyn leans forward, her voice sharp now, trembling with anger. "Christine, what exactly did you hide? Are you saying this accident was your fault?" The words hang in the air, heavy and suffocating. Christine bites her lip, then shakes her head slightly. "Not directly," she says softly. "But I withheld information that could have prevented it. I made decisions that, if revealed earlier, might have changed everything. I thought I was protecting the family, but I was only protecting myself." Kody slams his hand on the table. "Christine, how could you make choices like that? How could you risk my children, our family, for secrecy?" His voice cracks, a mixture of fury and heartbreak. The courtroom feels smaller now. Every person present leaning into the intensity of the confrontation. Christine glances at him, eyes brimming with tears. I thought I was doing the right thing. I wanted to prevent more pain. I wanted to shield you, shield the family, from the truth. But instead, I caused more harm than I ever imagined." Janelle finally speaks, her voice calm but cutting. "Christine, you've been hiding things for years, and we all trusted you. Did you ever think about the consequences of your actions?" Christine's shoulders slump slightly. "I thought I was protecting everyone, but I see now that I was blind. I was scared. I didn't realize that my fear would put all of us in danger." Meri, usually quiet, now raises her voice slightly, a mix of accusation and hurt. "Christine, you knew things were serious, and you did nothing. Nothing. How could you betray us like that? We trusted you." Christine's lips tremble. I know I betrayed your trust. Every day I wake up hoping I can undo it, but I can't. I have to face what I did, no matter how painful it is for everyone." The prosecutor leans forward, sensing the perfect moment. "Ms. Brown, let's talk about the financial matters you mentioned. You said you withheld documents and misled your family. Can you explain exactly what you did?" Christine takes a deep breath. "Yes, I manipulated some financial accounts. I thought it was for the family's benefit, to stabilize things, but I didn't realize how much danger I was putting everyone in. I didn't tell Kody or the other wives because I was afraid of the consequences." Kody's eyes narrow, his face pale with disbelief. "You were afraid? Christine, this isn't just about fear. This is about responsibility, about protecting our children, our family. How could you jeopardize everything for your own fear?" Christine swallows, nodding slowly. I was selfish, I admit it. I failed. And now I have to face the consequences. Robyn shakes her head, whispering under her breath, tears streaming down her face. I can't believe this. I can't believe we trusted her. Janelle, meanwhile, remains silent, her gaze sharp, piercing Christine with every word unspoken. Meri's hands are clasped tightly in her lap, fingers intertwined as she silently prays for some miracle that could repair the damage. The courtroom falls silent again. The tension is palpable. The judge leans forward, eyebrows furrowed. Ms. Brown, I understand this is difficult, but I need you to clarify. Did anyone else know about these actions? Christine shakes her head. No, I kept this to myself. I thought I could handle it alone. I thought I could protect everyone, but I see now that my secrecy only worsened the situation. The prosecutor rises again, voice deliberate, cutting. Ms. Brown, did anyone else benefit from your secrecy? Did you act alone in this deception? Christine hesitates, then nods slightly. I acted alone. I didn't want anyone else to be dragged into this. To be blamed for my mistakes, I wanted to shield them. But I see now that I only caused more pain. Kody rises suddenly, voice booming with rage and heartbreak. Enough, Christine. Enough with excuses. You think hiding the truth protects anyone? You think lying is love? You've broken every trust we had. Every single one. His hands shake, his voice cracking as he stands tall but vulnerable. Do you even realize what you've done to us, to this family? Christine looks at him directly, tears streaming down her face, voice firm despite the tremor. Yes, Kody, I realize everything, and I accept it. I accept the pain, the anger, the betrayal. I accept whatever comes next, because I can't undo the past, but I have to tell the truth now. Robyn finally stands, voice raw. Christine, do you understand that your truth is destroying us? That your confession is tearing this family apart? Christine nods solemnly. I know, and I'm sorry more than I can ever say, but I couldn't continue to live with this secret. Suddenly, the bailiff calls for order as a side door creaks open. A shadowy figure enters the courtroom, eyes locked on Christine. Whispers ripple through the room. Kody, Robyn, Janelle, and Meri all turn to see who it is. Christine's eyes widen in recognition, and she takes a sharp, shuddering breath. No, it can't be, she whispers. The judge slams his gavel. Order, order in the courtroom. But the tension has already reached a breaking point. Every family member is on edge, the air electric with suspense. The mysterious figure's identity could change everything. Alliances, secrets, and truths are about to collide in ways no one is prepared for cliffhanger ending. Who has just entered the courtroom? And what secret will they reveal? Christine's confession is only the beginning, and the Browns are about to face a revelation that could destroy the family forever, or finally bring justice. The courtroom feels colder now, almost hostile, as the mysterious figure from the doorway steps closer. Every eye is fixed on them, but Christine's gaze is locked in a silent battle with her own panic. Kody leans forward, fists clenched, heart pounding, as if sensing the storm that's about to crash over the family. Robyn's breath catches, Janelle's jaw tightens, and Meri's hands tremble in her lap. The air is thick with anticipation, almost too heavy to breathe. Christine takes a shaky breath and begins again, trying to regain control over her narrative. The night of the accident, everything was already spiraling. Kody was frustrated, the kids were scared, and I thought I could handle it on my own, but I was wrong. Her voice cracks, tears streaking down her face. I should have asked for help. I should have trusted the family. But I didn't, because I was afraid of being blamed. Robyn leans forward, voice rising. Christine, afraid? Afraid of what? Of being honest? We trusted you. She grips the edge of the seat so tightly that her knuckles are white. You risked our entire family for your fear? Her words pierce the courtroom like knives, each syllable laced with betrayal and anguish. Christine wipes her tears, trying to steady herself. I thought I was protecting everyone, but I see now that I was only protecting myself. And in doing so, I caused more harm than I could ever imagine. She looks around the room, her eyes settling on Kody. I never wanted to hurt you, Kody. I never wanted to betray you or the family. Kody shakes his head, voice low and trembling with rage. Christine, you betrayed all of us, every single one. How can we trust you now? How can we ever believe anything you say? His hands tremble on the table, a mix of anger, heartbreak, and desperation evident in every movement. Janelle leans back slightly, her gaze icy. Christine, you have no idea what it means to carry a secret this long. You've damaged relationships that may never recover. And yet, you expect forgiveness? Christine swallows hard, her voice barely above a whisper. No. I don't expect forgiveness. I only want the truth to come out. I want to face the consequences, whatever they may be. Meri finally speaks, her usually soft voice trembling with emotion. Christine, you've always been so careful, so controlled. And now it's like the mask has fallen. What else have you been hiding? What haven't you told us? Christine glances down, her lips trembling. Everything. I've hidden everything, Meri, and I can't take it back. The prosecutor leans forward, sensing the opportunity. Ms. Brown, can you explain why you didn't come forward sooner? Why you allowed this deception to continue for so long? Christine takes a deep breath. I thought I could fix things on my own. I thought if I handled it quietly, I could protect everyone. But I was wrong. The longer I waited, the worse it became. Robyn's eyes narrow, tears streaking down her cheeks. You knew, Christine, and you said nothing. All these years, we trusted you, and you betrayed us. Do you even realize what this has done to us? Christine nods, voice cracking. I do, and I am so sorry. I can't undo the past. But I have to be honest now. The courtroom falls silent, the weight of Christine's confession pressing down like a physical force. Kody's fists clench tighter, his jaw set, as though holding himself together with sheer willpower. Janelle's gaze never wavers from Christine. Assessing, calculating, Meri whispers a prayer, hoping for some miracle to salvage the family. Suddenly, the mysterious figure steps forward, revealing themselves fully to the courtroom. The room gasps. It's someone no one expected, someone whose presence changes the dynamic instantly. Christine's eyes widen in shock. What are you doing here? She whispers, voice trembling. Kody stands abruptly, anger and confusion flashing across his face. Who is that? He demands. Robyn, Janelle, and Meri all exchange looks, the tension nearly unbearable. The figure speaks, voice calm, but with an edge that makes everyone uneasy. I'm here because the truth isn't complete. Christine may have confessed, but she hasn't told everything. And now, it's time for the rest to come out. The courtroom falls silent again, the weight of anticipation suffocating. Every heartbeat feels amplified. Christine swallows hard, fear and dread twisting in her stomach. No, you don't understand. This isn't necessary. But the figure continues, stepping closer, eyes locked on her. The family deserves the truth, and you've had your chance to tell it all. Now, it's my turn. Kody's voice rises, trembling with anger and desperation. Stop. Whoever you are, stop. Christine has already admitted everything. You don't get to add more pain. The figure tilts their head, a faint knowing smile on their lips. Oh, but the story isn't finished. Christine's confession is only part of the puzzle. The rest, it will shock this family to its core. Robyn takes a step forward, voice shaking with a mix of fear and fury. Christine, tell me, what else is there? What haven't you said? Christine shakes her head violently, tears streaming. I can't say. It's too much. Janelle leans forward, her gaze piercing. Christine, if you can't tell us, someone else will. The truth will come out, whether you're ready or not. Meri's hands are clenched so tightly that her nails dig into her palms. Christine, tell us now, before it's too late. Christine swallows hard, shaking, her body trembling under the weight of what she knows. I don't know if I can. Her voice breaks completely, tears flowing freely. I'm terrified. I'm terrified of what will happen if the rest comes out. The prosecutor, sensing the perfect moment, leans forward. Ms. Brown, perhaps it's time to be honest about everything. Your confession was just the beginning, and the rest could determine the fate of this family. Christine nods slowly, closing her eyes, summoning every ounce of courage she has left. You're right, she whispers. It's time. The judge clears his throat, voice stern but patient. Ms. Brown, take your time. But the court expects full disclosure. Begin with the financial matters. Then, we will proceed to the accident. Christine opens her eyes, gazing at each family member in turn. I'll start with the accounts. Everything I did was meant to stabilize things, but I didn't realize the ripple effect. I signed documents, moved money, and hid certain transactions. I thought it would protect the family, but it only made things worse. Robyn covers her mouth, sobbing quietly. Kody's hands shake as he struggles to comprehend the depth of the deception. Janelle leans back, silent, analyzing every word. Meri whispers a prayer, hoping for some sliver of hope to salvage the family. The mysterious figure steps closer, voice low but commanding. Christine, now tell us about the accident. The night everything changed. Leave nothing out. Christine swallows hard, her chest tightening with fear. I don't know if I can, she whispers. But the pressure is undeniable. The courtroom is silent, waiting, watching, the tension almost unbearable. Cliffhanger. Ending. Christine's next words will expose the full truth of the accident and reveal a secret that could shatter the Brown family forever. Will she speak? Or will the remaining truths remain hidden, threatening to explode at the worst possible moment? The courtroom feels like a pressure cooker. Every heartbeat echoes. Every whisper seems amplified. Christine sits at the witness stand, shoulders slumped but eyes alert. Knowing that every word she speaks could ignite a family implosion, Kody sits rigid, jaw tight, eyes locked on her, his mind racing. Robyn grips the edge of her seat, trying to steady her trembling hands. Janelle's calm exterior is cracking. Her gaze sharp, measuring, calculating each movement. Meri leans forward, almost unable to breathe, every muscle tense, her mind spinning with dread. Christine's voice quivers as she begins again. The night of the accident, it wasn't just a single event. It was the result of choices I made, decisions I thought would protect everyone. But I see now they caused irreparable harm. She glances at Kody. I didn't tell anyone because I was afraid of losing your trust, afraid of breaking the family apart. Kody leans forward, voice low but shaking with anger. Christine, your fear has already done that. You think hiding things protects a family? You think secrecy is love? His voice rises, echoing through the courtroom. Do you realize what you've done to all of us? Christine closes her eyes, trying to gather the courage to continue. I know, Kody. I know I failed. I thought I could handle everything, but I couldn't. I should have spoken up. I should have been honest from the start, but I was too scared. She wipes a tear from her cheek. And in my silence, I caused pain for all of you. Robyn stands abruptly, voice cracking. Too scared? Too scared? Christine, we trusted you. We relied on you to protect this family, and you lied. Her words cut through the tension like a knife. Kody's fists clench on the table, every muscle in his body taut with suppressed anger. Janelle leans forward, eyes cold but intent, and Meri's whispering grows louder, almost a plea. Christine swallows hard, glancing at each sister. I know I can't undo the past, but the truth has to come out, no matter how much it hurts. The prosecutor rises, pacing slowly, his eyes never leaving Christine. Ms. Brown, can you tell the court specifically what you did regarding the accident? Did your actions directly contribute to it? Christine's lips tremble. I didn't cause it intentionally, but I withheld information that could have prevented it. I thought I was helping, but I see now that my silence made everything worse. Robyn's eyes widen in disbelief. You knew and said nothing? Christine nods, voice barely audible. Yes. I thought I was protecting everyone, but I was wrong. I failed you all. Kody rises suddenly, voice booming. You failed us? Christine, this isn't just about failure. This is about betrayal. How do you expect us to move forward after this? He glances at Robyn, Janelle, and Meri, his eyes desperate for understanding, for support, for something to cling to. Janelle finally speaks, voice steady but sharp. Christine, you've hidden things for years. This isn't just about one mistake. It's about trust, loyalty, and the foundations of this family. Do you understand the consequences? Christine nods slowly. I do. I understand everything. And I accept the responsibility, even if it destroys me. Meri's voice rises, trembling with emotion. Christine, this isn't just about you. Your choices affected all of us. The kids, Kody, the family. How could you carry this alone for so long? Christine wipes her tears, swallowing hard. I thought I could manage it, that I could control the damage. But I was wrong. I see now that I should have asked for help. The courtroom holds its breath as Christine's words hang in the air. Kody sits down heavily, head in his hands, feeling the crushing weight of betrayal and heartbreak. Robyn leans back, still shaking, while Janelle and Meri process the depth of what Christine has revealed. The mysterious figure from earlier steps forward again, voice low and commanding. Christine, you've confessed a lot, but you haven't told the whole story. There's one last detail, one that will change everything. Christine freezes, her eyes wide. No, you can't, she whispers. Kody rises, fists clenched. Who are you? What are you talking about? Robyn and Meri exchange panicked glances. Janelle's eyes narrow, every muscle in her face tense, her mind racing. The prosecutor smiles faintly, sensing the perfect moment to escalate the drama. Ms. Brown, it's time to be completely honest. The court and your family deserves the truth. Christine swallows hard, body trembling, tears streaming down her face. I don't know if I can. Her voice cracks, breaking the heavy silence in the room. It's too much. Too painful. Suddenly, the mysterious figure reveals themselves. Fully, gasps echo through the courtroom. It's someone no one expected. Someone whose presence shifts the entire dynamic. Christine's eyes widen in recognition, her body rigid. You. What are you doing here? She whispers. Kody stands abruptly, eyes narrowing. Who is that? Robyn, Janelle, and Meri all look toward the figure, the tension almost unbearable. The figure speaks, voice calm, but with an edge that makes everyone uneasy. Christine may have confessed, but she hasn't told everything. And now, it's time for the rest to come out. The room falls silent, every heartbeat amplified. Christine swallows hard, fear twisting in her stomach. No, this isn't necessary, she whispers. The judge slams his gavel. Order in the courtroom. But the tension has reached a breaking point. Every family member is on edge. Alliances, secrets, and truths are about to collide in ways they never imagined. Cliffhanger. Ending. The final revelation is about to surface. Christine's last confession. The truth that no one saw coming. Will it destroy the Browns forever? Or is there a chance for forgiveness? The courtroom feels suffocating. Every seat filled with tension. Christine sits at the witness stand, her hands gripping the edges tightly, knuckles white. The mysterious figure from earlier remains near the back, calm and calculating, their presence a shadow looming over the Browns. Kody leans forward, jaw tight, fists clenched, eyes locked on Christine. Robyn's hands tremble, pressed to her chest as if trying to hold herself together. Janelle's gaze is sharp, piercing, reading every micro-expression. Meri's shoulders shake as she whispers a prayer. Bracing for the revelations about to unfold, Christine takes a deep, shaky breath. I have to tell you everything now. No more hiding, no more excuses. Her voice wavers, but the determination in her eyes is unmistakable. It all started months before the accident. I made decisions in secret. Decisions I thought would prevent chaos, but ended up creating it. The judge leans forward, pen poised. Ms. Brown, clarify what you mean by decisions. Be specific. Christine nods, swallowing hard. I manipulated documents, withheld key information, and made choices that impacted finances, family safety, and the night of the accident itself. She pauses, her chest heaving. I thought I could control it all, but I was wrong. Kody rises abruptly, voice booming, trembling with anger. Christine, you risked everything. Our children, this family, everything we built, gone. How could you do this? His hands shake violently, and his entire body seems to vibrate with suppressed rage. Robyn stands as well, sobbing, voice quivering. Christine, how could you betray all of us like this? How could you hide this for so long? Christine's voice breaks as tears stream down her face. I never wanted to hurt anyone. I thought I was protecting everyone, but I was only protecting myself. I didn't realize how far-reaching my actions were. I was scared. Janelle leans forward, her expression sharp, controlled. Christine, fear is no excuse. You've been hiding things for years. Do you understand how deeply this betrayal cuts? Christine nods, wiping her tears. Yes, I understand. Every day I've carried the weight of what I did. And now, it's all coming out. Meri rises, voice trembling with raw emotion. Christine, you've been so careful, so calculated. And now, this. How could you make decisions that put all of us at risk? Christine takes a deep breath, her hands shaking. I thought I was doing the right thing. I wanted to shield the family from pain. I didn't anticipate the consequences. I see now that my choices caused far more harm than I ever imagined. The prosecutor steps forward, voice deliberate. Ms. Brown, are you saying that your actions directly contributed to the accident? Christine's lips tremble. I didn't cause it directly, but I withheld information, delayed intervention, and made decisions that exacerbated the situation. I was responsible in ways I never intended. Kody slams his fist on the table, eyes wide with shock and betrayal. Responsible? You were supposed to protect us, Christine. Every choice you made, behind our backs, risked everything. He glares at her, voice rising. Do you realize the magnitude of this? Christine nods, tears streaming. Yes, I see it now, and I accept the consequences, whatever they may be. I have no excuses left. Robyn covers her face with her hands trembling. I trusted you. I trusted all of you. And this is what we get? Janelle finally speaks, voice cold and sharp. Christine, you've damaged everything. Relationships, trust, family bonds. What makes you think anything can be salvaged? Christine looks directly at her, her voice steady despite the tremor in her hands. I don't know if it can be salvaged, but the truth must be told. And I must face it, no matter how painful it is for all of you. The mysterious figure steps forward, voice calm but commanding. Christine, now reveal the full truth about the night of the accident. The family deserves to hear everything. Christine's hands tremble violently as she looks at Kody, Robyn, Janelle, and Meri. I don't know if I'm ready, she whispers. The consequences? They're too much. Kody stands, voice shaking but authoritative. Christine, the truth must come out. No more lies. No more secrets. It's the only way we can even hope to survive this. Robyn and Meri nod silently, their expressions tense but resolute. Janelle's eyes remain sharp, unblinking, waiting for Christine to speak. Christine closes her eyes and takes a deep breath, her body trembling. The night of the accident, I knew what was going to happen. I tried to prevent it, but I failed. I made a choice that I thought would protect everyone, but I miscalculated. I didn't act fast enough. Robyn gasps, covering her mouth. You knew? And you did nothing? Christine shakes her head violently. I tried. I really did. But I was paralyzed by fear, by panic, and by the realization that my own mistakes had put everyone in danger. I failed you all. Kody slumps in his seat, jaw tight, fists still clenched. You failed. But the consequences are mine to bear too? Christine, this is too much. Janelle leans forward, voice cold. Christine, Your confession is only part of the truth. If there's more, you need to tell it now. Otherwise, this family may never recover. Meri whispers a prayer, hands clasped tightly. Christine, please, tell the rest. Don't let this destroy everything. Christine swallows hard, trembling. There's one more thing. One final piece of the puzzle that I never revealed. It's the part that will hurt the most, but it must be told. The prosecutor leans forward, voice calm but insistent. Ms. Brown, now is the time. The court and your family need the full truth. Christine nods slowly, eyes brimming with tears. I was the one who... I inadvertently caused the chain of events that led to the accident I never meant for it to happen. But my actions, my decisions, they set everything in motion. Kody's face goes pale. Robyn's hands tremble violently. Janelle's eyes narrow, and Meri lets out a soft, broken sob. The courtroom is frozen, every heartbeat loud, every breath held. Christine looks at her family, voice shaking but firm. I know I've betrayed your trust. I know the pain I've caused is immeasurable, but I can't hide it anymore. The truth has to be told, even if it destroys everything. The judge slams the gavel, calling for order. Ms. Brown, you have told the court a great deal, but we will continue to examine the full scope of your actions. Prepare yourself, because the family and the court deserve every detail. Christine nods, wiping her tears, and takes a shaky seat. The Browns sit in stunned silence, the weight of betrayal and revelation pressing down like a physical force. Cliffhanger. Ending. What will happen next? Will the Browns survive this wave of confessions? Or is the family on the brink of complete collapse? Christine's next testimony promises to push them past every limit, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually.